It is just past 7 p.m. on February 15th, 2023, and the Navy's USS Jackson combat ship is just off the coast of San Diego, California, not far from the site of the 2004 Tic Tac encounter in a special use airspace area known as W-291.
An operations specialist on board the ship, Alexandro Wiggins, observed something unusual on radar, and he took to the deck to make an observation with the naked eye, and he witnessed some kind of structure or light emanating up from the waterline.
Watching this light emerge from the water at a distance and then go into the air with a solid light, no blinking or anything, I've never witnessed that ever in my life.
Wiggins went back inside the control room to check his radar screen, where he and other sailors witnessed 4 objects, at which point they began recording with the Sapphire system.
The Sapphire, an infrared sensor that detects heat, focuses on 2 of the objects flying from right to left in perfect synchronicity. The monitor punches in on one of the objects, revealing the familiar Tic Tac shape, apparently hovering over the ocean. Moments after the video ends, Senior Chief Wiggins says the watch team zooms out on the monitor just in time to see all 4 objects shoot off simultaneously. Though odd, the objects show no hostile intent, so it goes unreported until April 2025, when investigative journalist Jeremy Corbell gets a hold of the video and releases it to massive media coverage.
The video just caused astonishment because these things have been a repeat presence in those waters, including the original Tic Tac video. And Jeremy Corbell also released the USS Omaha video, which captured one of these objects splashing down.
What was splashed?
In fact, original reporting on the History Channel series Unidentified Inside America's UFO Investigation revealed that the 2004 Tic Tac was even seen on sonar.
Sonar said they got a hit. According to one of the sonar guys, they were going 70+ knots under the water.
We've known that the Navy has been dealing with these USOs now for decades. In fact, there's some reporting that's come out where you actually have whistleblowers from the U.S. Navy coming out and talking about some of their experiences, most notably the USS Hampton that was in the late 1990s during an operation, had detected something moving very, very fast. And some of the individuals actually on that submarine who detected this estimated the speed was faster than the speed of sound.
The location of that incident has not been disclosed, but are these repeated incidents, all in the same area, evidence of something greater than just a few flying objects?
These are all just theories, but one that makes the rounds among naval personnel is the potential existence of an underwater base from which these objects emerge and return to. It's, of course, just a speculative hypothesis, but these objects have been variously recorded or witnessed emerging from the waters off the coast of San Diego. The collective details are just extraordinary.
This new Tic Tac video hasn't just wowed the American public. It was even shared with Navy aviator David Fravor, who encountered the first Tic Tac back in 2004. He said he was stunned by the similarities. Let's see if our experts have the same reaction. This was February 2023, just days after a Chinese spy balloon crossed America, setting the nation on edge and ultimately leading to a shoot-down just off the East Coast. Could these be intelligence-gathering inflatables?
I took a look at the weather on that day, and you had winds from the west at about 6 miles an hour. So if they were balloons, you would see the balloons going with the wind in one direction, and it doesn't do that.
That still doesn't rule out a foreign incursion, though. We know drones have been an issue over military bases and U.S. soil, and the suspicion is that they are the work of adversarial nations. Is this video proof they might be toying with our Navy, too?
I will point out that the motions you see could be done by drones, including the synchronicity, but you also have a situation where these people described it as being that they instantaneously shot off. And they were talking about a really, really incredibly fast speed. And so that doesn't sound like a drone.
Since this is special use airspace, could these be special aircraft, perhaps part of a secret military test?
Could they be doing a test that the Jackson wasn't aware of? Yeah, maybe. We have signal transmedium type things. Submarine launched ballistic missiles do that. But if it was a missile, it'd be moving fast. And that size of that object would get smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller until it was gone. Right? That would have happened very quickly. And in this case, it didn't go away.
With those possibilities eliminated, the question becomes, were these UFOs?
Well, I believe that they saw the tic-tac because you had a very clear observation by a witness visibly that it was being picked up on radar, was also being picked up in this thermal imaging system. All those things combined put it into a very strong case of being an unknown.
Our verdict, genuine UFOs. Remember, even though the video mostly focused on one tic-tac, all four of these things were seen shooting off almost instantaneously, making them all unidentified flying objects. The release of these tic-tac videos could be having an impact. Recently, the U.S. National Archives opened the floodgates on decades worth of UFO documentation.